And if you strike out with me, I got Brit Floyd tickets for you all this week. If you strike out, go to WMMS.com at the contest page, and you can try to win them there, too. Most of the shows that I give away tickets for on the air, you can go to our contest page and usually find them there. I did want to mention tomorrow, because we have a couple of our compatriots that are going to be on site. Tomorrow is the 2023 Harvest for Hunger campaign. You ever been out there for Harvest for Hunger?
Yeah, I've done it a few
times.
Have you?
On site.
Bloom Daddy, who's over there at WTAM, and our buddy Jeremiah from Kiss FM are going to be on site for this thing tomorrow.
On site.
They do the Supermarket Challenge. And for people who want to donate, I believe you can go to harvestforhunger.org. But the whole thing begins tomorrow. The Greater Cleveland Food Bank. A new location over on Coit Road. And this is to raise food and funds for needy families. And so it's a collaboration of all the food banks in Northeast Ohio. So Harvest for Hunger kicks off tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock. And if you want to donate or be part of it, go to harvestforhunger.org for all of the details. Let me play this for you, because I think this is what we're looking at. I was talking about the AI radio that's going to be rolling out.
This is the DJ 3000. It plays CDs automatically, and it has 3 distinct varieties of inane chatter.
Hey, how about that weather out there? Whoa, that was the caller from hell. Well, hot dog, we have a wiener.
Man, that thing's great. Don't praise the machine.
If you don't get that kid an elephant by tomorrow, the DJ 3000 gets your job.
Looks like those clowns in Congress did it again. What a bunch of clowns.
How's he keep up with the news like that?
Yeah, the DJ 3000. That's when Bart got an elephant. It's old Simpsons. We were just clicking through some old episodes and just came across that one the other day. So very exciting. Cavaliers are off. They're coming off a big win against Toronto here at home last night. 118-93 was the final against the Raptors. They're going to be in Boston Wednesday night, play the Celtics, and then back here at home on Saturday to play the Pistons. Saturday was going to be the premiere of our new metal show called 2 Hours to Midnight, but we're going to kick that can down the road a week because we don't want to get cut. We don't want the Cavs game cutting into us. So me, Corey Roddick, Pat Butler will be your hosts March the 11th. And I'd like to tell you every single Saturday, but with sports on Saturday nights, we certainly didn't want our first episode to get cut into. So we're planning on it being most Saturdays. But we're very much looking forward to it. We'll begin that on Saturday, March the 11th at 10 o'clock, as the name implies. This Friday night, however, if you're looking for something to do, let's say, I'm going to throw a dart at a mental map here and just say Warren, Ohio.
Oh, okay.
Is there anything going on in Warren, Ohio? I mean, I know there always is.
Yeah.
It's Warren, of course.
And there's always drugs.
But Friday night.
But Friday night, you can do drugs and also come watch me do stand-up comedy. Which
so
is
it's
like
not an either-or
Yeah,
situation.
you can do both.
Okay.
You can do both. I'll be at the Underground Lounge that is underground of the Best Western Hotel right there in downtown Warren. The show starts at 8 p.m. You can get tickets by going to billsquire.com. They are $20 in advance, $25 at the door. So if you like to save a little bit of money, I would suggest getting them in advance. And it's going to be a great show.
I think it would be fantastic for a place called the Underground Lounge to be above ground, because people aren't looking for stairs or anything,
right?
And it's a little fun trick.
It's a little. Oh, look at that! Even better than putting it underground, or put it like
ground level, second floor.
Make it the penthouse. Make it the top bar, like a rooftop bar.
Mm-hmm. See, Mike DeWine hurt himself in East Palestine.
Patting himself on the back.
Mike DeWine dislocated a shoulder, patting himself on the back. No, he fractured his fibula. Where's the
He
fibula?
do be fibbing a lot.
Yeah, babe. Get that DJ 3000. We have
You'll
a
never
wiener.
take my job.
What? Take that, radio AI. Where's the fibula, Poundcake? He's not still getting a winner, is he?
I think he is.
Oh. All right, then. See if he knows. Anyway, Mike DeWine fractured his fibula there while he was, I don't know what he was doing specifically, other than his gubernatorial duties, I guess. A displaced fibula fracture while walking down the steps of a church. Oh, my God. He's got to wear a boot for a while and the whole thing. The chemicals are already destroying bone density. Ha! He's in that guy's kitchen taking a sip of that water. And then he gets a bone fracture not long after? I mean, coincidence? Don't tell me. Michael DeWine. I guess he's otherwise okay, but, you know, he's so tiny. People boy, if you watch any of the coverage of what's still happening out there and the weird symptoms that people who live in and around that town say that they're having, it's terrifying. Wade Lovett is a guy who's been having trouble breathing since the derailment. Did you see this clip of the guy sounds like he sucked a helium balloon?
No.
His contention is that the chemicals have messed with his vocal cords. And there was a local news person there talking to him and his wife.
Working East Palestine at Rural Arena, outside with cars and water. And it's just been like this ever since the train blew up.
Well, what are they telling you?
My doctor says I most definitely have the chemicals in me. And,
but he has to find a toxologist to get properly.
Like, there are no doctors in town to be able to help you?
No.
that's what they tell me. I
yeah.
gotta make a phone call and schedule an appointment with somebody.
Okay.
But,
are you going to do that?
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Is it just affecting your voice, Wade, or are you feeling it in other areas of your body?
My chest hurts.
She's trying to get him to say he can't get it up.
Mm-hmm.
What is she driving at there? Has it affected any other part of your body, Wade?
That is immediately cause for alarm. Like, you can't pop a rod? Oh, sound the alarm.
Are you feeling it in other areas of your body?
My chest hurts at nighttime. It feels like I'm drowning a little.
He wakes up every morning.
I have a hard time
Yeah.
breathing. I cough up phlegm a lot.
Ooh.
But other than that, like,
Other than that.
Are you in pretty good health, Wade, up until now?
yeah,
Only a 40-year-old man. That's not very old.
no. But now I'm just waiting around.
He's waiting around. Somebody to see him.
Hey, Chris. From Family Guy. Creepy old man. I mean, it sucks for this guy, but yeah.
It does suck. Again, he doesn't look like a guy.
Muscly arms.
I think the fact that the guy doesn't look like he's in awesome health is probably going to work against him. But
Why hasn't Pete Buttigieg
Bushi,
came and visited?
why hasn't he came?
Why didn't he
Why
come
hasn't he
and visit?
came and visited?
I don't know that he hasn't. I don't know. But again, the woman, this guy's fiance, is sitting there in the truck with him. She's got a Trump shirt on, right? So the people who are to blame for, killing EPA regulations or safety protocols for train companies, I mean, that's not going to register with the people in a town like this.
But if anybody can help clean it up, it's the transportation secretary.
Well, again, that's not his purview. I mean, to say that these people have been Johnny on the spot would be incorrect, too. But, I mean, so the people in this town, they have a lot to contend with. Somebody had texted me and said that they're out in this area and everybody they know is sick. That their friend's husband missed work after going to work every day for years. Father-in-law has missed a bunch of work. Kids didn't go to school because they had something that presented as bronchitis.
Oh, if I was that kid, though, like if I was a kid in East Palestine and I saw an opportunity to miss school, I'd be like, oh, my voice all messed up. I can't. My bones don't work.
My bones don't work.
I can't go to school today.
It burns when I toss off.
I don't know if I'd say that to my parents.
Well, that.
Yeah, remember how you were talking to your parents when you were a kid about tossing off all the time?
Everything burns, Mama. Everything burns.
Well, they have a lot to contend with out there. A woman in Texas, or a councilwoman or something, apparently is upset because apparently we're shipping the water to Texas. We're shipping the this is how things work, I guess. They send the toxic water out of town.
Oh, okay.
And another company goes, yeah, we'll take it. We'll process it. And then that company gets a contract to do that. I have to imagine, I don't know if they're shipping the toxic water by train or if it's by truck. Just that some people down in Texas are none too pleased about it because they said they didn't know about it. Which seems to be the way these things always kind of go. That whether it's by truck or by train, there's always some kind of company that has contracted to dispose or otherwise resynthesize toxic materials or something, unbeknownst to a lot of people who live in the area.
And it's a very real problem. We didn't know about this sooner. It's a very real problem. We were told yesterday the materials were coming, only to learn today they've been here for a week. We need to find a way to ensure this doesn't happen again moving forward and that we get the information that our community deserves.
Harris County Judge Lena Hidalgo protesting the lack of disclosure regarding the transport of toxic materials to a disposal facility in Deer Park. The 500,000 gallons of water originated in Palestine, Ohio, where it was contaminated, suppressing the fire involved with the February 3rd Norfolk Southern train derailment. A company known as Texas Molecular has been contracted to dispose of the wastewater via deep underground injection.
Isn't that fracking?
I don't.
Deep underground injection of water?
I
That's
don't know.
fracking, isn't
Okay.
it? I mean, in Texas, they're like, what we're going to do is take the toxic water, we're going to inject it into the ground, get rid of it. I'm pretty sure that's fracking.
How
But
deep?
anyway, people
real deep.
People in Texas there, unaware. Because, even people out in East Palestine or anybody working with any of these state and federal agencies trying to get transparency from the actual train company just get stonewalled because these train companies are like, we're constantly shipping toxic materials and we don't really want to be on the hook for it. That's what it comes down to. They're like, there isn't a train going through a town in this country right now that probably doesn't have at least one car of toxic materials. And we don't, and frankly, people don't care until something like this happens. If somebody was like, oh, there's toxic materials going up and down the railways of this country every single day, most people go, okay, gotta go somewhere. It's when you have a massive derailment like this. But it's no surprise that the companies that run these modes of transportation don't want people finding out what's in what. So they're in Deer Park, Texas. There's a company that's going to take the East Palestine water and shoot it into the ground. I wonder if that's going to work against the Deer Park Water Company. Isn't there a bottled water company called Deer Park?
I believe there is.
Yeah. I wonder if that's going to be bad press for them. I don't think they're based in Texas. But Deer Park, Texas is where that company is taking water from East Palestine. But the poor people in and around that town who have to contend with whatever is happening next. Obviously, there's no shortage of finger pointing along those lines, but there is no small amount of cognitive dissonance when Trump comes into town, and that's a town that loves Trump. That's no shock. You saw a video of how he was received, and he's throwing dumb caps at people and giving them 10-year-old water in bottles and whatever. But that's the guy who killed all the safety regulations. But that's not the thing that's going to it's not going to move the needle on anybody in that town because it's not going to it's not going to improve their situation. But that Mickey Mouse voice guy, boy, You know, and I saw people like saying that the guy was faking or whatever. I'm like, I don't understand where that's coming from either. You think the guy is faking that? If he was, that's pretty awesome. I mean, if he was really faking that, that would be pretty wild. He goes, hey, honey. Exactly. There's no end game to that. It's just people liking to get their undies into saying that these people are lying. What's more likely, that this guy's lying or that an entire town is being affected by toxic chemicals?
Working East Palestine at Roll Arena, outside with cars and water.
Jesus, now I can hear is the guy from Family Guy. The guy with a whistle in his voice.
Yeah.
And it's just been like this ever since the train blew up.
Well, what are they telling you?
My doctor says I most definitely have the chemical.
Is it Herbert the pervert? Is that the guy that's from Family Guy?
Yes.
Herbert the pervert?
Different species or something.
Who needs them? You like popsicles?
Well, sure.
And you need to come on down to the cellar. I got a whole freezer full of popsicles.
Oh, come on. Herbert the pervert. Well, that's not this guy. This guy's just trying to live his life.
I have the chemicals in me. And,
but he has to find
Jesus, imagine your doctor goes, oh, well, you've got the chemicals in you. And the woman sounds incredulous that East Palestine doesn't have a local toxicologist, by the way. Really, there's no doctor around here that can help? No, our doctor's got one of those mirrors on his forehead, and he's got a black leather bag. It's not a big town. We're not set up for something like this.
the toxologist to get properly.
Like, there are no doctors in town to be able to help you?
That's what they tell me. I gotta make a phone call and schedule an appointment with somebody.
Okay.
But,
are you going to do that?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. How do you...
Well, anyway. Hey, Scott. Hello, Scott.
Hey, Alan.
Hello. What's up?
Hey, so I used to live in Houston, Texas, and my ex-wife is from...
good for you.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Actually, our daughters go to the same school. We were at the same daddy-daughter dance a few weeks ago.
Oh, okay. Oh, so, is this a Scott I know?
We chatted briefly.
Yeah, okay. I'm sure there's more than one Scott. Yeah, I know who Scott is. Yeah, okay. What's up?
Yep. So my now ex-wife is from Deer Park, Texas, and her dad owns a business that does quote-unquote water and oil refinery in Deer Park.
Yeah.
Which is on the shipping channels in Houston. That whole area is just a environmental mess. Like, there is so many EPA violations in that area. It's basically right where Galveston Island and the mainland of Texas meet. So if they're shipping water from Palestine or Palestine, however Ohioans say it, if they're shipping it down there, it's just going to go into a sludge pit and eventually probably leak out into the Gulf of Mexico.
I was going to say that's hurricane country, and there's probably also a couple of Superfund sites there too.
Oh gosh, it's that whole area is just disgusting. Like, it's oil slicks everywhere. Yeah.
Well, that's got to make
got
to make Bill Squire feel good since his sister lives down there now.
Yeah.
It's well,
doing what they're doing.
Tell them to mask up.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Scott.
What part of Houston is she in? Yeah.
Some part. I don't know. I don't know, man.
You're asking him where his own sibling lives.
There,
what are you talking about?
The part.
It's a big city.
Yeah.
There are nice parts, but that area is not so good. So
yeah.
Just thought I'd put my two
I don't
cents
think that's
in.
where she is.
Okay, thank you, Scott. I appreciate the call, pal.
that.
Thank you. Yeah, well, anyway, I mean, I don't know what they're going to do in East Palestine, but I know obviously they're trying to get this train company to pay for everything. That'll never happen. Good luck with that. But I don't know. I hope at least that guy gets his voice back. And I hope that Mike DeWine's fractured fibula gets better. You know what the fibula is, Poundcake? I think you were talking to a caller when I had asked before, but you know which bone the fibula is. We've talked about this before.
Fibula.
Yeah, the fibula.
It's like a...
You know what part of the body you'd find the fibula?
In the throat.
That's how kinky you are.
Well, I was thinking there was a reason why they call a lie a fib, because it comes out of your mouth, so it's in some part of your throat.
What? They call a lie a fib
Like
because
when
it comes out of your mouth? Where else would a lie come from?
Well, I'm saying I thought it was somewhere in the throat because you have to speak with your throat and your mouth. So I thought it was like a fib.
Are you thinking of the uvula?
No, I was thinking of fibula. But okay, I don't know where the fibula is. Where's the fibula?
It's in the leg.
Okay.
The tibia and the fibula? You've never heard of the tibia and the fibula?
I probably have. I just forgot.
Yeah, you thought it was in the mouth?
In the throat. Like, what? Do you have anything like above the little spine muscle? The neck muscle?
The little spine muscle.
Neck bone connected to the mouth bone connected to the